Rick, what are your thoughts on the composure your group showed tonight, not just to build a lead, but to protect it throughout the third period against one of the best teams in the league?
Yeah, it was nice to see. I think when you're playing well, and another a great team like that, they're putting a pressure on you. I thought we made plays. That's really encouraging. We just don't want to throw pucks away and try to protect it. I thought we got some chances, some 2-on-1s, because we kept with it. So it's good because we built confidence on it for the guys.
What did you see from Brock Besser tonight that allowed him to play such a big role and score a couple goals there?
Well, those are the goals. Sorry, guys. Those are the goals you love seeing Brock. He's one of the best tippers, and obviously in front of the net, he gets a lot of goals that way. And it was nice to see those goals go in for him. So, and he had a lot of energy tonight. I thought he really was dialed in. Good for him. I'm proud of him.
Rick, what did you guys execute so well in that first period that helped you have such a good start to this game?
Yeah, I thought our breakouts were pretty good, and I thought our neutral zone, our rushes were as best I've seen in a while. I thought we got off the wall, the stuff we talked about, some middle drives, some good goals off the rush. If you can continue to do that, you can make teams pay when they're over aggressive. When you're not a good rush team, sometimes teams will get aggressive on you. So if teams are aggressive and we can make some of those rush plays, you could back teams off.
And from your power play, what did you like about the puck movement tonight from that group?
Yeah, really decisive, urgency, and obviously Huggy again blasting that puck in the middle, and then with the best with the. But even before that, even Leonard Mackey's good composure. That's good to see. So it was very. There was a lot of urgency in that. It was nice to see.
And on the other side of the special teams coin, talk about your penalty kill, shutting down the top power play in the league for over 3 sustained minutes there.
Well, first of all, I gave him the 5-on-3, but a couple of power plays we gave him, which is nice, right? You can't give that team 4 or 5; they're incredible. But saying our PK, it's been probably the most positive thing in this year is how good it's been, and that's if they score on a 5-on-3, it's a game, right? I thought we dug in there, so it's been really good for us.
Going back to Besser, he was saying this morning that he needed to change his mindset as well as just getting more pucks on net. Can you talk about how difficult that can be for a player to change their mindset when they're in that kind of a slump?
Yeah, and we talked about it today, this morning, about our team mindset. And I think that Brock was talking about himself, but the team also is just, I felt. He's waiting around. We talked about his mindset should just go. If you make the wrong read, we can live with it. I think that's what he means. I just thought he was really decisive what he was doing. He had some speed through the neutral zone. He's around the net. He wasn't waiting. So I think his mindset now, and hopefully even builds more confidence, is just go. And like I said, when a guy like him gets hot, that's a good thing for us. He can heat up. Those are. I mean, that's a hand-eye coordination. That's a hard shot by Huggy that far. It's tough to deflect that, so he's skilled that way. And obviously in front of the net, like not getting to the net, even though it's a rebound, he's right there. I think that's the sort of goals that you can get hot in. So good for him.
Suter's line draws Scheifele to start the game. Does a great job. Suter gets 2 goals. He's on the first PK pairing. Has another great night. What about his effort tonight? You've spoken all year about his value to the team, Suter.
Yeah, he scored his 20th. I told him after the game, cha-ching, right? That's a cha-ching goal. But yeah, no, Suits is he's a really smart guy. And I've given him some tough assignments this year. That's a tough line to shut down. They're probably one of the best in the league, and he's just a smart guy. Everybody says, well, it's foot speed, but he looks like he's fast out there to me because I think he's got a good brain, right? But yeah, score 20 goals, shut down the other team's best line that's great for us.
Hoglander has a very strong game on that top line with Pettersson and Besser.
Sure.
Does that group make it easy for him to simplify his game and to focus on his strengths and let Pettersson and Besser focus on theirs?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think with Hoggy, he told me this a month ago. He just wants 1 or 2 points, and I think since we've been giving him 1 or 2 points, he's really, starting to play well for us. I think the last month he's one of our best forwards, and just an overall intensity and stuff like that. You give him 5 points, he gets in trouble. So we'll keep it to 1 or 2 points for Hoggy. I love the guy, but he's a guy that he's really good on the forecheck, right? If he can be that first guy on the forecheck for Bess and PD, it goes a long way.
And you mentioned the power play earlier.
Yeah.
You put Lekarabaki in that position
Yeah.
with Garland out. What did you like from him in terms of how he moved the puck and how he also got open to create shots for himself?
Yeah, I don't think the moment was too big for him. For a young kid like him, I thought when he got the puck, he was nice and relaxed. I think that's his gift, right? His hands. There's still things we got to work with him on the power play. I think that he can be even more deceptive, and I like to see him even take a couple more rips at it. I think he's got such a good shot, but that'll come with experience. But I thought he was really poised out there.
Rick, our last chance to talk to you before you embark on this 6-game road trip. I know
Sure.
you always talk about even keel
Yeah.
day to day, yet a win like tonight obviously has to give the group a reference point in terms of confidence moving forward on this 6-gamer.
Huge point. I think in the sense that they took obviously we're disappointed after the Utah game, but they took the information and applied it today. That's the key, right? Is knowing, what we're trying to do, how we want to play, and then how we want to expose the other team, and they applied it today. So we just got to keep hammering it down. It's after the Utah loss, like I said to you guys, we got to let it go. It's the same thing here. This is great. Enjoy it for 5 minutes, and then we got to get back to reality that we got to go into St. Louis. I mean, that's just the world we live in. You got to love it, the game for a while, and then you just got to get refocused. No difference if you lose a game. That's how you got to do it nowadays.
Brock talked about composure, and you always talk about embracing the pressure. Is that probably one of the biggest keys of this trip is to remain composed in certain situations? Well, actually all situations.
Well, we're going in some desperate buildings, right? St. Louis is desperate. Rangers are desperate. Jersey wants to hold what they're trying to do. Columbus. These are desperate teams. The building's going to be loud. There's going to be a lot of heat on you when you have a puck or to make a play. And I think this is good for us to be able to, know that if we do the right things, it's okay. They'll put pressure on us, but if we all stick together, that we can get through some pressure. So, yeah, it's going to be a good test for us. A lot of desperate buildings we're going into.
Yeah, it felt really good, and like I said, I felt that I haven't really been much of a big help to our team lately, and I want to be a difference maker in these games and help us win games and continue to push for that playoff spot.
How about your line in general? Seemed like you guys were buzzing all night long.
Yeah, I thought we were really connected tonight, and even on forechecks, I thought we were working hard, and when 2 guys were working hard, I thought our 3rd guy was reloading hard, and that kind of allowed some pucks to stay in the offensive zone. So I was really happy with our game, and now I need to build off it.
You guys have talked in the past about having belief that you can beat any team in the league. Obviously, this year hasn't gone the way you guys have wanted to, but what does this win against this team do for this group with 14 games left?
I think it's a huge win, and it should give our group a lot of confidence and just show that we can beat anyone on any given night if we really focus on our details and play to our structure and work hard. So I think it's a big win for these remaining games coming down the stretch, and it's definitely a huge game to build off of.
Your first goal is what you've been doing a lot, getting into position for tips, and you had one goal tonight. But your second goal, was that bigger in the sense that you're on the end boards, you get the puck to the point, you got to the net, what you've been talking about, what you guys had to do against Hell when you were there to get that second one?
It was a 5-on-5 goal, so I think
Yeah,
maybe that's why it was bigger. I don't know, but I don't know. I was trying, anytime I made a play, I was trying to get to the net tonight, and I just saw it sitting there and took a whack, and luckily it snuck by. But I thought our line overall played pretty good tonight.
But that first goal, your reaction was, fist pump, and it just seemed like, an injection of enthusiasm.
I think it was more relief.
Yeah.
But I honestly, Quinn, anytime Quinn sees a lane, he shoots a puck, and there's been multiple times this year where he shoots a puck and I don't get a stick on it. So, I worked on it this morning, and luckily it paid off.
You talked this morning about needing to be positive moving forward here. How much easier does it become to be positive once you've got that little sense of relief?
I think it's just a building block. It's definitely a good game to keep going off and build off of. And like I said, I thought our line played well, but not just our line. Our whole team played well and connected, and we worked hard. So overall, it's just a great game for us. And now we have a huge road trip.
Brock, you touched on the 6-game road trip. What are some of the things you guys have to focus on game by game, I guess, on the trip?
I think just keeping our composure. We're going to go into buildings. Teams are going to get momentum and come at us, and we just can't panic. I thought they kind of had a little spurt in the second where they kept coming at us, and we kind of calmed down, and then we got a big 2 goals after that. So I think that's something that we got to make sure that we do on the road, and obviously a lot of important games here.
Quinn spoke the other day about just embracing all this. It's do or die basically every night. I mean, St. Louis won tonight, Calgary won tonight, but you're in the spot. And just embracing it, not being worried about it, but just embracing this challenge.
Yeah,
enjoying it.
we just got to take it one game at a time, and can't get too high, can't get too low. So we just stay even keel here, and now we got to obviously very big game next game. So we got to focus on that.
Yeah, it means a lot. I thought we competed really hard, just really invested, and everyone brought their A game.
Brock spoke so passionately this morning about trying to get his game in order. What about his effort tonight? It wasn't just the goal, it was his pace, his hustle,
Yeah.
strong on pucks.
Yeah, happy to see him get on the board there. So he's obviously a great player, and we're gonna need him to, be at his best next 15 games here. So, but that's what you want to see him step up tonight.
What can you say about the kind of roller coaster he's been on this season? Scoring, not scoring, all the trade rumors. What do you say about Brock's first?
I mean, Brock's one of my closest friends, and he's been, someone I can lean on, and just been, a really quality friend over the course of 6 years that I've been here. And obviously, you never want to see anyone struggle, but in saying that, I think, everyone on this team's kind of gone through some ups and downs this year. And as far as Brock and the message that, everyone in here needs to have is just, every game's a new night, and each game has a new personality, and you don't know, when you're going to break through. So hopefully he can kind of get on a roll here.
What did you like about how you guys closed out this game in the third period?
Yeah, we were solid, defended really hard, invested, all 5 guys as a unit out there.
What about the start tonight? Suter's line draws, Scheifele's line. He does a great job tonight, and then he has the 2 goals.
Yeah, he's been great. I mean, I think he hit 20 goals tonight too. So obviously been really valuable for us. A guy that's playing great hockey, and he's got to keep it going.
How did it feel with LeCaramac in the first power play?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a lot of guys in here that can do well, and he's obviously got a threatening shot, and he's got good sense and feel for the game. So I thought he did a good job.
How impressed have you been with the performance of your penalty kill over the last month?
Yeah, they've been terrific, and Footy's done a really good job. And the guys are buying in, and the attention to detail has been really high. So they've won us some games.